Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. All right, we're going to get right into it. Let's see what we have going on with Capricorn. Message. It was so funny, before I even pulled that, like the word message kept going through my head. Like, what message do we have for Capricorn? Message. So that was like, I kept seeing that message, and then the judgment card came through, and that represents a message, right? With that horn blowing, that something, there's a message that's trying to get through to you. We have Three of Pentacles. We have Justice. Okay. Six of Cups. 10 of Cups. 8 of Wands. And the Lovers. Okay. So we have the Judgment card, and we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Justice card. I feel like this message right here is about getting yourself back into a happy place. I feel like you've been really sad. I feel like you've had a lot of frustrations. I feel like you have a lot of irritation around you. I feel like you have a lot of disappointment. I feel like you're also not feeling like yourself. Like you don't feel motivated. Like you don't want to do anything, that you're being distracted, that I feel like you're not working towards your goals, and I feel like you're kind of giving up on your focus. And I feel like you're not happy. I just feel sadness for some reason. I feel like you want to give up. So I kind of feel like those four cards are kind of connected together. Like, but I feel like you're not hearing the message that you like. I feel like this is something that has happened slowly over time, and like you're kind of in this space, and that you're not really, like, you know that you're in your space, but I feel like you're not seeing how far away you are. I feel like the universe is trying to get through to you, and maybe like this reading, like if this is making sense to you and this is resonating with you, is that like this is the universe trying to get through to you through me, or through this message. Like it's trying to say, like you've lost your spark, you've lost your mojo, you've lost your happiness, and that I feel that it's time to turn those things around, right? Because I feel like this is separate from that. I feel that that's what you're struggling from, but I feel like this is what wants to come in for you, especially with that 8 of Wands there. We have the 8 of Wands, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the Lovers. So for some of you, I feel like there is a relationship or a connection that wants to come through to you, especially with the two people that are sitting here, and then we have the two people here, the connection. This could be a friendship. This could be, because with this, it could be an old friendship. It could be a relationship, because this could also represent that there's a relationship, or there's someone that's trying to come back through, that's trying to connect with you, but it was a positive relationship, that it wasn't a negative one. But I also feel that this could also represent like feeling happier and content within yourself with this 10 of Cups, feeling that emotional fulfillment, feeling this sense of feeling happy, feeling positive, loving your life, loving yourself. I feel like this is the energy that wants to come in for you, and this is what you are blocking. And this sense of abundance, because there's a bumblebees on that 10 of Cups. There's also butterflies, which I feel represents transformation. And it could be just loving your life. And I know that when you're struggling, you're like, Loving your life? Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea what's going on in my life? And we all have things that are going on in our life. And sometimes, like right before your biggest transformation, you feel like your world is falling apart. And in a sense, it is, because the old you, your old way of thinking, your old way of doing things, your old relationships fall away to open the doors for new relationships, for new things, for this new you that is emerging. And sometimes we feel like when we're at our lowest point that we're like, I can't go any further. But it's like you pick yourself up and you get up and you're even stronger. And you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I got to make some changes. I got to block these people. I got to block this negative energy. I got to block this negativity that I have going on. I have to start focusing on those relationships that bring me happiness. So I need to start bringing back my happy. Bring back my happy. And I feel that there's a transformation going on here. I feel like it's all about perspective and how you're looking at things. And are you saying, is the universe working against me, or is the universe working for me? The universe is trying to show you something, okay? There's a message that's trying to get through to you, and hear the message, and you're not hearing it. And I feel like it's, like I said, this is what wants to come in for you. It's hard to see it when you're struggling. It's hard to see the happiness, the rewards, the relationships, the abundance, the feeling good. It's hard to see it when you're struggling, definitely, because I've been there. But it's being aware of what is it that you're focusing on. And it's just, what are the things that you're surrounding yourself? Like, are you always on social media and you're always just trying to, and I admit that even this morning, I was just like, but I'm catching myself and I'm like, get off social media. I'm like, stop it. I'm just like, I was endlessly scrolling, and I did it last night and I did it this morning. And I was like, you have to stop it. I'm not saying that you can't do it. Definitely on when I'm scrolling, it's positive things. It's things about like the holidays, and it's positive things, but it's still mind numbing. And it's just like, and I get trapped in that. And it's like, I don't want to do that. So it's just being more careful. Like before it used to be a lot longer, but now it's like, okay, it's kind of like, breaking those habits, breaking those negative habits, breaking those. I'm not saying it's something that you should never do, but doing it in moderation, it's just like if you have a whole bag of M&Ms, right? Instead of eating the whole bag, it's just like, well, just having a few and then feeling satisfied with that, and then being able to move on and refocus your energy and do other things, right? Instead of sitting and eating the whole bag of M&Ms or potato chips. It's a process that you have to go through, but I feel like if you're aware of what it is that you're doing, then you're able to make the changes. So I feel like this is something that has happened over time, that you've kind of gotten into the state of negativity, that you feel like you want to give up, that you feel like things aren't happening for you. But I feel like it's being aware of saying, okay, these things are happening to me, right? That these things are happening against me, but being able to turn that around and say, there's a message that the universe wants me to hear or wants me to see. And it's my attitude, right? It's my attitude as how I'm seeing things. And that these things can't come in for you if you're stuck in a negative way of thinking. Right? These things, you're not opening the door to these if you're stuck in a way of negative thinking. And it's realizing that, or that if you're spending a lot of time reaffirming the negativity, right? That if you're spending a lot of time reaffirming the negativity, and you're like, yeah, like if you're in a negative space and you keep listening to all these negative things, or like you're not doing something to change it, that it's just going to keep repeating and staying on that until you realize, you know what, I've had enough. Like, it's time for me to move on. It's time to refocus. It's time to shift the energy. Sometimes it's harder than others. And I get that. But it's like, okay, what can I do to shift? What can I do to change things? I had actually put on a YouTube video, The School of Greatness, I think, and he was interviewing the person who wrote the book, The Secret. So that really helped me. That really turned things around. It helped me understand things. It put me in a good mood. It got me motivated. I got dressed. I'm making these videos, and it's helping me to move forward. And it's like, okay, for me lately, it's watching videos like that can help me when I'm struggling. That's one of the tools that I have, is watch one of those videos where you're listening to a motivational speaker and like you're learning about these things, you're learning about the thoughts, you're learning about how powerful you are, you're learning about what the things are that you're thinking, and you're learning about how you're in control of your life and how you're in control of what you're exposing yourself to, what things that you're watching, what things that you're eating, what things that you're doing, how you're spending your time. Like, you're in control of all of those things, and to make choices that can help you on your journey towards this 10 of Cups. We have Moss Spirit, Surrender Now. We have Dog Spirit, Be Loyal to What You Love. And we have Elephant Spirit, Learning from This Past. So these are the three that came up here. Be loyal to what you love. What do you love? What do you love to do? What are the things that you love? Surrender now, I feel like, is realizing your frame of thought, your frame of mind, and saying, you know what, I am being really negative. I am focusing on negative things too many times. I am feeling stuck in a rut. I am feeling like I lost my mojo. And what are those things that I can do to help myself? And learning from the past and saying, when I'm in this frame of mind, like, where does it get me? How do I feel? Does it just kind of compound itself and makes things harder for myself? Yeah, it's definitely hard to pull yourself out of those situations, especially if you have a lot going on. But I feel like it's really being more aware of where your frame of mind is and what it is that you're focusing on. And that's when you have to push even harder. That's when you have to push through even harder. That's when you have to try even harder, because it's so easy to fall back into the old pattern. And that's when you have to push yourself through. And then that's when you say, I'm so proud of myself for pushing through and not giving in to my old ways. Right? Motivate yourself, right? Be proud of yourself. We have transformation, defining yourself, transformation. You create that transformation. Give yourself the tools that you need to help you through your transformation. But I feel like it's defining yourself and saying, who am I? What do I like? What do I love, right? So I feel like that's be loyal to what you love. So I feel like with the Lovers and with the Dog, defining yourself and say, if you were to describe yourself, if you were to tell someone that knows absolutely nothing about yourself, what would you tell that person? Like, how would you explain yourself? How would you describe yourself to someone who knows absolutely nothing about you? What would you say about yourself? And be aware of those things that you're saying about yourself. Are you saying all negative things, or are you saying positive things about yourself? I feel like that's a big thing. That's a big one to tell you where your mind's at right now. If you're saying a lot of negative things about yourself, and what are those emotions and feelings that if you're going to describe yourself to someone, what did you feel? When I asked you that question first, what was your first feeling? Was it, Or was it, right? What did you feel about yourself? I feel like that's really telling about the frame of mind and state of mind that you're at right now with yourself. And saying, okay, you know what? I got to work on that. I got to get myself from this place of feeling negative about myself to feeling more positive and feeling more motivated about myself. It's helping yourself. It's about looking out for yourself, that when you're struggling, what can you do to help yourself? What can you do to help yourself? Don't put that on anyone else. Don't say, well, if so-and-so calls me, I'll be really happy. Or if I, buy this puppy, I'll be really happy. Or if I get that dream job, I'll be really happy. You can get all of those things, but you can still feel empty inside, or you still can feel sad inside. You're still not going to feel right inside. You have to work on that yourself. If you're still describing it, if you have that puppy and you have that dream job and you have all the money and you have the perfect relationship, but you're still describing yourself as someone who feels lonely, or somebody that feels lost, or somebody that doesn't, that has this negativity, or that you're not good enough, that all of these things don't matter. And it's like how you feel about yourself is what matters the most. And that's what you have to work on, is that inner work within yourself. And that's definitely what I've been working on. And that's why I've gotten into tarot, because that's what's helped me. It's given me enough positive messages to say, the good is there and it wants to come in. It's knocking on the door, but you're just not opening it up because you're feeling like you don't deserve to open that. And really learning about yourself. And I feel like that's kind of what I feel like this, defining yourself. I feel like this was the big card in the reading. Defining yourself. I feel like that's your big answer right there, is defining yourself, describing yourself. How do you feel about yourself? How would you tell other people about yourself? And being aware of those words that you're using and you're saying about yourself. And saying, okay, well, if it's negative words, then I need to work on that, right? Do you feel that you deserve abundance? Do you feel that you deserve this 10 of Cups? Do you truly feel your energy, what you're feeling, and your thoughts? Do you feel you deserve this 10 of Cups? Are you just saying that you deserve it? Or are you feeling the energy of, yes, I deserve the 10 of Cups. I deserve abundance, without a doubt. Yes, right? Or you're like, well, yeah, I do, but maybe not 10 cups, maybe 2 cups, maybe 5 cups. Being aware of that, of that self-talk and what you're thinking about yourself is so important. And that is the first step as to having that 10 of Cups and that abundance and opening that door to that. We have grateful, being grateful. Gratitude is a huge thing that is very important. Being grateful for things making sense, being grateful for the challenges that you have that got you to where you are right now. Being grateful for all of those things that you have in your life, and again, being aware of, okay, are there is there negativity that you're saying, well, I don't have this or I don't have that? Or is it, I'm so grateful for where I am right now. I'm so grateful for my life right now. Even if you're struggling, even if you're having challenges, I'm so grateful for this challenge because it's opening my eyes to see where my frame of mind is right now, and that there are things that I need to work on. All right, let's grab a Wisdom of the Oracle, and we have regeneration, rebuilding yourself. Rebuild yourself from the inside out. Rebuild yourself from the inside out. Looking within yourself and saying, and creating that transformation, right? Focusing on what you love, focusing on what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, what brings a smile to your face. Is it music? Is it listening to songs? For me, a lot of times music, I would rather have, if I was on an island and I could have either music or TV, I would definitely have music. That would be my choice. So if you're listening to this, in the comments, write which one would you rather have? Would you rather have TV or would you rather have music? I'd rather have music. Music has always been very important to me in my life, and definitely music. Sometimes if I'm struggling, I'll put on some music, and it helps me to feel better. It helps me to be in a better place. So for me, music is really important, and music is something that helps me to regenerate, to help put me in a better place. So what are those things that you can do to help yourself to regenerate yourself, right? To build yourself back up. Focusing on those things. Well, what can help me? As I always said, what are those tools that you have that can help you when you're struggling? All right, let's grab a psychic tarot card here for this reading. We have accelerated motion, which is the 8 of Wands. Accelerate that motion. When you find those things that help to motivate you, when you find those things that help to make you feel good, you feel like things are starting to move forward. You feel like you're starting to gain some strength. You feel like, okay, let me keep doing those things that I'm feeling, that I'm having this positive movement, right? Let me keep focusing on those things, right? That are helping you to move forward. Yes, there are going to be times where you feel like you hit a roadblock or something triggers you in a negative way, but you say, okay, I'm going to get back on that bicycle and I'm going to keep with that forward motion. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep, right, moving towards my 10 of Cups. And then let's close out with a Whispers of Love. I feel like these two, so let's go with this. We have consider your foundation, look at how committed you are to love. And then we have new love, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. And so that's pretty cool, because we also had the Lovers that came out, and that's what I was saying is about loving your life. And again, with that dog spirit, so I feel like love has come out a lot in this, right? Be loyal to what you love. Love, love, love. Love is all around you. Love is all in this reading, right? It's about loving yourself from the inside out and being loyal to what you love and having that connection. And consider your foundation, right? That how do you truly feel about yourself? How would you describe yourself? And what are those things, how you feel about yourself, that do you feel, yes, I'm going to reach my goals, I'm going to make it happen? And, or is it, well, no, it's not really going to, right? Just being aware of what are those things that you're thinking, and that foundation that you have, like, I can do it, I can make it happen, I can push through, it's going to happen for me, right? What is your foundation? Is it feeling cracked? Is it feeling, like I said with the Tower, or is it feeling strong? And I feel that love is one of the ingredients that helps with a strong foundation. Having that love for yourself is definitely an ingredient that I feel is very important, to have that strong foundation within yourself. Be loyal to what you love. What do you love to do? Are there hobbies that you like to do? Are there people that you love to hang around with that make you feel good? Start spending more time with those people, reaching out to those people. Start doing those things where you feel that love is coming into your life. For me, like every once in a while, I'll buy myself some flowers, and I'll put them on my counter, and I love seeing them, and they make me happy and they make me feel good. It's a little something that I can do for myself. I also love, like I've said before, that when I do the dishes at night, make sure the dishes are done before I go to bed, so that when I wake up in the morning, the kitchen was clean. That happened this morning. I forgot I had even done the dishes last night, and I woke up and I'm like, I love that the kitchen is nice and clean when I get up in the morning. So again, doing those things for yourself to bring more love into your life, and that is definitely something that helps you to feel more motivated and is regenerating yourself, right? Regenerating yourself, as we said here, and setting yourself up for success, right? And like I said before, I feel like the Justice card is set things up, right? Set yourself up for success. All right, thank you so much for watching, especially if you're hanging in there with me. Don't forget about Otter Spirit and these amazing bracelets. Please, feel free to go check those out. They're running some sales, and I have a coupon code down below. And then also my Rose Forever flowers. They have lots of selections there for you to check out for yourself or as a gift, since the holidays are coming up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.